Wowza, what an absolute mare I've had trying to film this video. The camera literally died as I was saying, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I bought myself a matcha to film this video, now it's cold. I went home, charged my camera for like literally 10 minutes, so I don't even know how much battery we're gonna have or how long I'm gonna have to film this video, but basically I just wanted to film a little catch up, chit chat, good times and good vibes vid, because we haven't had a proper catch up in so long. I'm so annoyed as well because I had so much to say and so much to talk about, and I thought of so many things. Didn't write it down. I'm such a writer downer. Like, I have to write everything down, and I didn't. So now I've forgotten everything that I wanted to talk about. But I did put on my story ages ago, honestly, like weeks ago, any questions that you guys might have had for me. So I've decided I'll just go through those and answer a couple of questions, just have a little chit chat, little catch up. How is everybody? I hope you're all okay. Like I said, this could be a really short video if the camera does die. So I'm gonna get straight onto it so that we don't waste any valuable time. I did have to go home though, so I put my joggers on so that I'm nice and comfy instead of my jeans. Also, should I take these off? Is that rude of me to sit with my sunglasses on? You can't actually see my face. I did really want to catch up about some things, and now I can't remember anything that I wanted to say to you all, so I will start with, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing really, really good. It's a new year, a new month, a new week actually. Well, it's Tuesday. And I'm feeling really, really good. This time last year, the new year stressed me out so much. I was feeling so like overwhelmed, so like I wasn't in the right place, like behind everybody, not where I wanted to be. And I think that was because I was doing like mood boards and vision boards and goals and stuff. And then when it hit the new year and I hadn't hit any, I was so stressed. I was like, what is going on in my life? Like, why is this happening? So this year I've scrapped all of that. I've wrote myself a letter to open at the end of the year, but other than that, we're chilling. We are breezing through 2024 however we want to. We're having fun. We've got no toxic energy. I am literally at that stage in my life where you do one thing wrong and like, see you later. Like, I can't be bothered to chase people. I can't be bothered to... I'm present, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm so present with the people that are present with me. Like, I am just so content and happy with the people in my life. And even if that's just my family, a couple of friends and top, like, honestly, I can't be arsed. Like, I'm so over it. I've got fluff on my nose, I can feel it. Yeah, like, I'm literally so over it. So I feel like 2024 for me is going to be such a peaceful, quiet time. Like, I'm in my peaceful girl era. Like, honestly, no one can do no wrong to me, because if you do wrong, like, you're gone. Like, there is no chance in hell I'm going to be upset this year. Like, I am literally going to be in my peaceful, quiet, calm era, surrounded by people that make me happy, that want the best for me, that bring out the best in me, and that is that. So yeah, I'm doing really, really good. I feel like I'm in a really positive, happy mindset, and I'm just ready to see what 2024 brings. Like, I know everybody says that, it's so cliche, but honestly, I have no idea what's in store for me this year, and I'm so excited. That actually leads me on to my next question, which is probably like my most asked question. I'm not going to leave this one till the end like the other people do, you know, and people like, you click on the video because you know you want them to talk about it and they wait till the end. Oh, can't be asked for that, guys. The most asked question, the reason I'm here, everybody was saying, how come you've left your management? What's happened with your management? Why aren't you with a management? Guys, there's no toxic vibes around here. I'm not gonna faff around and make it out like there was some drama. There's no drama. With my management that I was with, you didn't really have like a set contract, you just had to give 3 months notice, and at the end of summer I just decided, you know what, it's not for me. Like, I just thrive on my own, I thrive being independent, I hate relying on other people. Like, I honestly, up there with my most hated thing is relying on somebody else, and at the end of the day I was relying on somebody else for my income, for my jobs, for my work, for this, that, the other, when I could just be doing it myself. I'm then relying on myself. I've only got myself to blame if things go wrong. I've only got myself to blame if I'm not making any money. I've only got myself to blame for literally anything. Now I don't have anybody to blame. I don't have to worry about anybody else. I don't have to think about anything else. I can be independent. I can create relationships with brands. I can do things in my own time. I can do as much as I want. I can do as little as I want. And already it's been a couple of weeks and I am thriving. I am thriving so much more. I'm very much like, I don't know if I should go into this too much, but in terms of like money, I live a dream life. Like, my life is a dream, and when people tell me how much they get paid for stuff and things that they've turned down for certain like amounts of money, I think you are mad. Like, you're absolutely mad. And I understand we don't want to undersell ourselves over here, and I understand that brands will take the mick and brands will do this and do that, but when you're like approached with this amount of money and you're saying no because you're worth more than that, babes, I'm just Emily Bull from Oxford. Do you know what I mean? Like, why am I turning this down? Why am I saying no? I mean, I wasn't saying no. Why are people on my behalf saying no to things that I could only dream of? I used to work a 9 to 5 and get, what, 80, 90 pound a day? And I'm genuinely being offered, like, that times 10 for a video, and it's being turned down. Like, babes, no, I'm not here for it. I'm doing it myself. I want to... I don't know if I should really be saying all of that, to be honest, but, I mean, why not? Like, it's true. Like, when you're with the management, they have such a high... like, boundary of, like, what you should be being paid and stuff, and for me, it wasn't right. Like, I'll take £100, you know what I mean? And other people say, you should never do that, you should never do that. £100 for a video? Babes, I used to sit at a desk from 9 to 5 and get less than £100. I'm gonna take a photo of myself and get £100, you know what I mean? That's also just, like, random figures, that's not, like, exact. But, like, just in general, I'm not underselling myself, I'm just appreciating the fact that I am in an incredible position, and I'm gonna take it, do you know what I mean? Like, people are mad. People are actually mad. I think that's the problem with this industry. There's such a high expectation for getting paid this, that and the other. And, like, don't get me wrong, I get paid such incredible amounts of money for such incredible work. Like, working with these brands that I've loved forever, I'm getting paid this, that and the other, and it's insane. But at the same time, I'm going to accept less. Like, I just think I'm a very humble person, and being with the management takes that humbleness away from you very quickly, and I don't like it. Like, that is just me being completely honest. Hands up here, that is me being honest. And yeah, they don't change you, they don't turn you into somebody that you're not, but, like, they do put things in your head, like them saying, like, you're worth more than that. Yeah, but, like, I'm happy to do it, do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like, for me, being on my own is the best thing for now. Who knows what's going to happen in future? I might need a management, I might need that extra support, but for now, I'm thriving on my own. I'm doing much better now that I'm on my own. I feel like I got to a really crappy place towards the end of summer. I just didn't know where I was going with my content, what I was doing. I feel like I was doing things for other people and things that didn't suit me. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go into it too much. I hope that's enough for you to understand. Like, basically, I just want to thrive by myself, and that is just me being completely honest. I'm just little old me, do you know what I mean? And nobody's ever going to change that. And when I feel like I'm not thriving as much as I could be, I'm gonna do something about it. So yeah, I handed in my 3 months notice, and things have been great since. And I do just want to say thank you so much to my previous management. Like, everything was amazing. My time with them was great. Like, I really, really enjoyed it. I had opportunities that I've never had before. I was getting money that I've never had before. Me and my manager had a great friendship. We had a great relationship. And yeah, I'm really, really grateful and thankful for the experience. But sometimes you have to move on. Everybody moves on in life. Everybody, like, wants new experiences and wants new things, and yeah, for me, my time was just up, and I was ready for independent queen 2024 life. There was a lot of questions about babies on here because it was, like, literally the week after my sister had given birth, and obviously I was her birthing partner, so I've been posting about it a lot on social media, and a lot of people were asking when I'm having babies, if I'm having babies, if we want babies. I have addressed this before on here, and I know nobody means any bad by this, but I do find asking somebody when they're having kids quite, like, a personal, like, thing. First of all, you never know what someone's going through. Like, you never know if people can have kids, if people are struggling, if people, you know, there's, like, a lot of stigma around it, and I just feel like asking somebody when they're having kids can be quite, like, a personal thing. I mean, honestly, I don't mind, but, like, I do just want to say, just be mindful that you don't know what somebody is going through. And in terms of kids, yes, me and Tom would absolutely love kids. If you'd asked me 3 years ago when I'm having kids, I would have probably said I'd have 2 by now. Like, to be honest, like, I would have loved to have had 2 by now. But looking at where I am in life and how, like, life right now could not be more perfect for me. Like, I am literally exactly where I want to be. I'm living my bestest life ever. I've got so many babies around me. My sisters have got so many babies. My nieces and nephews just keep coming left, right and centre. Like, I'm loving life with them, and me and Tom are just enjoying every single moment we have, just the 2 of us. Now, we don't want to travel, we don't want to do this, that and the other. Like, I know a lot of people say, do this before you have kids, do that before you have kids. Honestly, like, we don't see a future without children. Like, our whole future is, like, child related, and I think that's because we spend so much time with our nieces and nephews. Like, the dream for us is to have children. That is definitely, like, in the future for us. But yeah, we're just embracing every single moment, just the 2 of us, and every time we do something, we're like, if we had a kid, we wouldn't be able to do this. Like, this is so lovely, like, being able to just embrace this. I'm only 24, and in my head, I feel old, and like I said, 3 years ago, I thought I would have had kids by now. But at the same time, once you start, like, that's it for life. Like, what's the rush, basically? And like, don't get me wrong, I would love a baby and I can't wait for that time in my life. Like, I was born to be a mum and I know it. Like, no matter what anybody says, like, I was born to be a mother. Like, I just know it, and I can't wait to watch Tom become a dad. But at the same time, we've got our whole lives, there's no rush, and everything will fall into place when it's supposed to. These things happen when they're supposed to, and I'm just trusting the universe and the timing and everything like that. And yeah, one day we will hopefully be parents. Kind of related to like babies, relationships and stuff. Someone said how to keep things fresh / exciting in a long-term relationship, feeling it at the minute. Do you know what? I find this question really hard because I've never had that sort of feeling with Tom. And you know when people say like, you know when you're with the right person, I genuinely feel like when you're with the right person, everything just comes so naturally. Like, I know that's quite like a classic cliche thing to say, but like genuinely, relationships do go through ups and downs. There might be times when you think, oh my god, I'm bored, like what can we do to spice things up a bit? But honestly, hand on heart, like I've not had that with Tom. Like, we are so fortunate that we've grown up together at the end of the day. Like, we've been together since 15 and 16 and we've learnt to love the same things, we enjoy the same things, our characters are the same. We are genuinely just the same person, but at the same time we do have our own lives. He's got his friends, I've got my friends, I've got my family, he's got his family, but at the same time we've got each other, and all of those things like intertwined together. I feel like we just have such a good balance in our relationship that like we do enough together to keep things like exciting and fun, but we also have that break. And obviously living together, like, you're under each other's thumbs 24/7. Like, we literally share a home, just the two of us. So like being apart is very, very healthy, and we don't necessarily rely on each other. Like, I love that boy with my whole entire heart, but I'm so independent that like I can do everything without him. It's just so much nicer to do it with him, if you know what I mean. And I think he would definitely say the same. Like, if we had the choice of doing something together or alone, we would want to do it together. But if we had to do it alone, we could. When people say like, when you found that person, you have found that person, like, he's genuinely my soulmate. And keeping things fresh and exciting, we just have regular date nights, but the date nights aren't like massive like expectation of them to be like an expensive meal out, or like, you know, we love nothing more than getting our hot water bottles in our jammies and going to the cinema. Like, that is our favourite thing to do ever, and we make sure we do that a lot. Even just watching a movie at home, spending a Saturday together and going shopping, like, our little ways are the best thing ever, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And I think you just need to find things that you enjoy doing together and make sure you do them often enough, but not too often that they get boring. But yeah, just find things that you enjoy together. It doesn't matter if nobody else enjoys it. It doesn't matter if nobody else understands why you're doing it. It's all about you two, and I think that you need to prioritise each other in the relationship to make each other happy. And I think there's a lot of like, I can't remember what the word is, like, oh, what is that word where you like change things for each other? What is the word? Oh my god, that's going to bug me so much. It's like where you like Tom wants to do something but I don't. But if I wanted to do something, I know he would come, so like I would do it for him because I know he'd do it for me. What is that word? Oh, I have no idea what the word is, guys, but you know what I'm trying to say. And I think we've got a really good balance of that. So like, if your partner wants to do something and you don't want to do it, but if you know deep down they would do it for you, maybe sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and you just do it, and you just think, it's one day, it's going to make them so happy, just do it. Do you know what I mean? I wish I could remember what that word is. Don't know. It's going to really bug me. If anybody can remember it, please let me know. Christmas seems like such a long time ago, doesn't it? I mean, it was only like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? Don't know, it just seems like a lifetime ago. A lot of these questions about Christmas, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm not going to lie, all of these questions are just very similar to questions I've answered before and things I've answered before. And I wish I could remember everything that I wanted to talk about. I really, really, really do, because that's really, really, really annoying. Yeah, I'm excited for a new year. I hope you guys are all excited for a new year. I'm really looking forward to like some fresh, fun content. I don't know where I'm going to take my content this year. I'm just going to be me again. I feel like the best thing for me to do is just be myself, be me, enjoy creating content. A couple of holidays here and there. We're going to New York in May, which I'm so excited for. We've got 2 weeks. We're going to New York, Boston and Rhode Island, so that's going to be amazing. So I'm just looking forward to that. I would really, really like a little getaway before that, but will we get there? I don't know, but if not, I'm just grateful for the fact that I'm going in May. I've really developed this like grateful, positive, lucky energy, and I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but like it's called Lucky Girl Syndrome, and like grateful, positive mindset, like seeing the good in everything. And I do see the good in everything, but I also see a lot of bad in stuff, and like I'm trying really hard to see the good in everything, but allowing myself to see the bad like if something bad happens, you don't have to see the good in that. Like, I'm trying to find the good in everything recently, and I feel like I need to find that balance of, like, if something bad happens, like, accept that it's bad. Like, you're allowed to feel upset, and you're allowed to, like, be like, oh my god, why is this happening to me? But don't dwell on it too much, and then start seeing the good, if that makes sense. So, like, for example, say I just bought this coffee, right? Yeah, and then I dropped it on the floor. I'll try and see the good in everything. So in my head, I'm like, that happened because if I hadn't dropped that coffee, something bad would have happened. Something worse would have happened. But I'm trying to, like, allow myself to understand, like, you can be upset that you dropped your coffee. Like, you just spent £5 on that coffee and you've dropped it. Like, be upset, but also there's worse things going on in the world. So be upset, get over it, move on. And then maybe later on say, oh, do you know what? I dropped that coffee because if I hadn't dropped that coffee, I would have spilled it all in my car. You know? That kind of energy. Rather than, like, straight away being like, it's fine, it's fine. Babes, it's not fine. If you want to be upset, you're allowed to feel these things and you're allowed to feel upset. And then we move on. So I'm really adapting to this energy and this lucky girl energy. So, like, in terms of holidays, usually I've got, like, 6 holidays booked by now. And that sounds so, like, just like, wow, shut up. But usually I do. Like, I'm a very much I need to have something to look forward to. And so far, all we've got is America booked in May. And, like, I'm struggling to, like, cope with the fact that I don't have a holiday until May. But then there's part of me that's like, do you know how lucky you are to be going to New York for 2 weeks in May? Even if that's your only holiday for the year, some people haven't been away for, like, 10 years. Do you know how lucky you are to be hopping on that plane in May for 2 weeks in America? You know, I'm really trying this year to be a more positive and a more, like, I don't know, just, like, I don't know what the word is. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't always have to have this, that and the other. Just be content with what you've got. Like, the fact that you're going to New York for 2 weeks, such a dream come true. Like, not many people get to experience that in life. So don't worry if you don't get to go on holiday before or after that. Like, get over it. Get over yourself, gal. That's really random. I think I'm going to end this video here because, like I said, all those questions are things I've answered a million times. And I actually really want to get this video up tonight. And I'm going for dinner in an hour. So I need to get home, edit this video, get it uploaded before I go out. Who thinks I'm going to be able to do it? Probably not me. I don't reckon I can, but I'll give it my best shot. Also, I'm really giving Pat Butcher today, aren't I? Rich bougie auntie that just pops in to see the children once a year with presents and then buggers off again. Good times, good vibes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a really good, positive 2024. I hope you guys are all feeling the same as me and are all also in such a positive, happy, fun mind space. If you're not, it will come, I promise. It's an overwhelming time of year, I promise you. I understand, like, this time last year I just felt so lost, and nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. So look at that as you will, but I promise you 2024 is going to be a good year for all of us. The world is my oyster, the world is your oyster. We can do whatever we want in this life. And on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for making this my life. You guys know I appreciate you so much. I love you all, and I'll see you very soon for another video. Ciao.